Hello, everyone. So, in honor of the new Father John Misty record being released very, very soon, I thought I would go over the 5 most expensive records in his discography, according to Discogs. So, strap in, folks. It's about to be a wild ride. Starting at number 5, it's his Live at Ruff Trade LP. This was released towards the end of the year in 2015 by Bella Union. It's his live performance at Rough Trade East in February 2015, and it was limited to only 500 copies, which is shockingly low considering it came out right after I Love You Honey Bear and features a lot of the songs from I Love You Honey Bear on it. I was actually aware of this record when it was released, but I did not get it because I remember it being kind of expensive. I think it was like $35 when it came out. But now if you look at Discogs, the medium price is $54 and you can get one now for about $50, but you have to pay for that darn overseas shipping if you live in these here United States. I haven't listened to this record, unfortunately, but I'm sure, just like every other Father John Misty live performance, that it is well performed and rousing renditions of his songs, and I can only hope that this is the case for this record, be it how expensive it is. Up next, it's yet another live album, a solo acoustic album. It's Father John Misty's Live at Third Man Records performance. So, if you didn't know already, the Third Man record label invites a lot of artists to perform sets at their Nashville location in the Blue Room. By the way, if you've never been to Third Man Records in Nashville, I highly recommend it. That is a vinyl lover's paradise, and the tour is so cool, so fun. But after they perform, everyone that goes to that concert is eligible to get a split black and blue vinyl record of the show that they saw that night, and it's a very limited pressing. No actual numbers on any of them, but if you want to get one for Father John Misty now, it'll be about $63 at the median price. Currently, the cheapest it's going for on Discogs right now is about $66. So yeah, yet another expensive live record. Go figure. Coming up at number 3 is a record that I am proud to own. That has been in my collection for about 6 years now. It is his I Loved You Honey Bee heart-shaped picture disc released for Record Store Day in 2015. This was released pretty soon after his I Love You Honey Bear album came out and proceeded to sweep the indie sphere. Like I said, it was a Record Store Day release limited to 5,700 copies, which is a kind of a weird number, but the heart-shaped picture disc is just so visually appealing and cool. I'm so glad that I was able to add this to my collection on that Record Store Day. Plus, I love the stripped-down version of I Love You Honey Bear titled I Loved You Honey Bee. And the B-side for this record, I've Never Been a Woman, is definitely one of the most underrated songs in the Father John Misty catalog. And I'm super glad I picked it up on that day, too, because the medium price this goes for now is about $75. Up next at number 2, it's the album that I just talked about, I Love You Honey Bear. Specifically, this version is the tri-colored pop-up gatefold and cassette bundle. So when I Love You Honey Bear came out, there was a deluxe edition that had extremely elaborate packaging that warrants its own video to talk about because of the whole mess up that happened, involving warped discs with the pop-up sleeve and replacement copies being sent out to everyone. It was really just terrible. But it seems that this specific version that I'm talking about also came with a cassette titled I Love You HB Demos, which I've never listened to, but it probably is exactly what it sounds like. Demos for the I Love You Honey Bear album, along with a cover of a Cass McCombs song called Nobody's Nixon. And if you want to grab this whole bundle on Discogs, the medium price is $90. So we're really getting up there in price, but that doesn't touch our number 1 album, which is his first album, Fear Fun. Now, when this album first came out, I really don't think anyone expected Father John Misty to take off as much as he did. I wasn't really paying attention to music at the time that this came out, but hearing that, the Fleet Foxes drummer made a solo album, I don't think that necessarily warrants a big reaction. But it spawned a few hits. Nancy From Now On, Hollywood Forever Cemetery Sings, and the whole thing is actually a very, very good album. Doesn't quite reach the heights of I Love You Honey Bear, in my opinion, but still just hit after hit. And the version that's his most expensive record on Discogs is actually the Loser edition, which is the limited colored vinyl first press that Sub Pop Records does for all of their artists. So it really paid to be an early supporter of the Father John Misty name, because the median price this goes for is $110 on Discogs. Of course, you can get this much, much cheaper in other versions, but if you have to be the Loser Edition completionist, open that wallet, man. Cha-ching! And that's about it for me. I hope you guys learned something from this video. I hope you're excited about the new Father John Misty album. I hope that it's as good as his previous efforts. And you guys are the best. Mwah. I just kissed the microphone. Okay, bye.